Okay, can you all hear me now? Of course I won't know until someone says something. How? Oh, turns out I can't type. How about now? Oh, okay. That's weird. Weird. So you missed everything that I've said so far. Oh no. Oh wait, you can't. Oh, you can. Ah, don't do that to me. Don't do that. Okay. No, but all right. I'll go back to the start. Seeing as I'm guessing you didn't hear anything I said. That's all good. So I was late at work today because at the school I'm at on Mondays, I started a drum line this term, and so the kids were very excited about it. They get to hit drums because every kid wants to hit drums. They always do. So I've been working on that every single week. I've just been like generating rhythms for them to hit and play along with. We mostly use buckets, but then occasionally we go around and have the drums available as well, so they could like rotate through the drums. And they loved it. I thought it was great. And I thought, well, we can't end the term without performing. So that's what today was. So at around about 11 o'clock my time, when I would normally start streaming, I was actually at the school getting ready for this performance. So getting all of the drums out, setting up all my recording equipment so I could record it, and then we did it. And it went really well. I think they played relatively okay. I think they were a bit nervous. So I played along as well. So I stood out in front with the snare drum off to the side, and I was playing the rhythms along with them. But I couldn't hear them very well. So I don't know if maybe they just weren't playing as loud, or I don't know. And then the audience, which was all the other kids in the school, were like, oh, yeah, polite clapping. They're like, yay. But it wasn't very like, yeah, this is cool. And I don't know if it's because they were eating, whether it's because they just weren't into it, or I don't know, it was pretty hot too, so maybe that's got something to do with it. But right at the end, I thought, well, I want to have a really big cheer moment, like I want everyone to be like excited. So I said to everyone, I said, do you guys want to hear what it sounds like when they just go nuts? And I didn't really wait for a response. I mean, assuming they probably all said yeah. Turned around, I went to my guys who were like started packing away. I said, right, just go and hit stuff. Just go as loud as you can, as fast as you can, just go nuts. And so they did. And then I cut them off. It was very, very loud. And then I turned around to the audience and I'm like, yeah! And then the kids were like, yeah! So I'm like, phew, crisis averted. Oh, so I'm hoping that like the kids had a good experience with it and I want to do it again. So we'll see. But the biggest issue I had was that it's a big trial. So this term it was like I sort of just did it without really asking for permission, and they were like, oh, we need to allocate money, blah blah blah. Or are you doing it voluntarily? I'm like, well, I'm not doing it voluntarily. No, I'm not going to give up half an hour of my time every single week for free. Like, no thanks. Particularly when the school reaps the benefits from what I do. But the way I had to rejig my timetables was that I would get half an hour from for one of my breaks at the school, but because my timetable changed, I no longer got that, and I was actually losing money from doing this change. So I thought, well, I could just take that half an hour there that was already allocated to me and pop it on a Monday morning for drumline, no problems. And as soon as I said that, I'm like, oh yeah, what a great initiative. I'm really looking forward to hearing how the kids go, blah, blah, blah. It's just funny how it's all about money at the end of the day. Like, it's just a bit, like they could have led with that. Whatever. Anyway, I might do some playing now. But that's why I was late today, because of that. Oh, what? No, well, I haven't changed anything. So, okay, 13 years day instead of 10 it used to be. So that's not me. I don't know what's going on there. I don't remember getting any notifications about that either. I will investigate. I'll make a note to check that out, okay? Because that's not cool. They should at least, you know, warn us that things are changing, because that could be the difference between, well, I mean, for me anyway, it could be the difference between, you know, having members and not having members, right? Where's my notes thing? Sorry, still trying to work out how this MacBook works. Okay. Investigate membership prices. Slide. I spelled slide with a C. Has gone from, what was it, 10 to 13? Is that right? 13, yeah, 10 to 13. 10 to 13. Okay, so I will check that out and I'll be in touch just to figuring out what's the story is there. Yeah, so I definitely didn't change that. I've not touched my membership settings in ages. So yeah, that's really weird. So I'll look into that and I'll let you know what I find. All right, let's get into it. I might do some playing. So I'm going to be doing another method book. This one is the Vladislav Blažević 70 Studies Volume 1. And this is the tuba version because I like to play low notes, as you know. I need to work on getting better at my low notes, as I'm sure you know. So it'll be good to work through some of those today. Just going to move myself over on my vertical screen so that people can actually see my instrument instead of just some random guy talking. Okay, let's go. Oh, actually, I wonder if the instrument mic will work, considering that one was stuffed. I suppose we'll find out together, hey? Okay, that was the first one from 70 Studies from Blažević. Oh, good news from Untitled. If everything works out, I'll be getting a trombone around Christmas time. Yeah, awesome. Awesome. What are you getting? What are you getting? Tell me. Camel says, hello, playing Golden Huntrix. Cool, I'm guessing that means you're playing it, or you're saying hello to the person that plays it, or you want me to play it? I don't know. But yes, hello to you too. I hope you're having a good day. Okay, Also, definitely cognizant of the fact that it's much later in the day today for you guys, and it's already pretty late, so no. It's a good thing headphones are a thing, hey? Alright, let's go to number 2. Lento, this is an 8.8. I'm doing this on my iPad as well, so I wonder if there's a way I could like share my iPad screen on this. That would actually be really cool. Is there a way? Is there a way that I can do it without like thinking too much about it or spending too much time trying to work it out? That's the real question. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like from what I can see. I'm sure there's a way, but yeah, I'm not gonna look at it right now. Anywho, let's go to number 2. See it. What is that? Oh, it's an F. I think it's an A. Yeah. That's so funny. I just can't believe I kept stuffing that up. I mean, to be fair, it's not the greatest quality here, but still, I should have guessed that it was an F, right? Considering the line. Oh well. With your trombone, can you play Golden, please? Look, I would love to. I'm not going to. I've actually done a video on my channel of me playing Golden as a video, so definitely check it out there. The only reason I'm not going to do it here is a bit of an issue lately, and it turns out there's some other creators having this issue as well, where everything's just getting copyrighted. And when somebody claims copyright from something on your video, it claims the entire video, not just a little bit, like the whole thing. So the 1 or 2 hours that I'm going to be spending here on stream doing this, if I were to play something that's got a backing track, that's something like popular, like Golden, it's 100% going to get copyrighted, and I'm going to lose any potential earnings from that entire time, the 2 or 3 hours worth, which is a bit crappy because, like, as much as I enjoy doing this and it's good fun, I'm also trying to make money as well, so I can, do nice things, buy nice equipment, buy good music, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, if you're keen to see Golden, go check out my video. Unfortunately, I'm not going to play it right now. Sorry. Thanks for your understanding though. Like it's hard. Untitled says it's probably going to end up being an Alora student trombone I saw. Doesn't seem to be a bad price from the store I'd get it from. Alora brand. I don't know that one. Let's have a look. I'm gonna have a peek. Oh, looks like the TikTok streaming isn't working after all. It says streaming, but like everything's like blank. Oh, that sucks. I went through this big thing with TikTok to try and get access to streaming TikTok through my setup, and I originally needed a stream key, and it was they were always saying like, oh, you know, we can see you've got access, we can see you've got access. I'm like, yes, I know I have access, but it's not working. I need a stream key. So anyway, back and forwards, I went and checked my settings, and it turns out that the stream key thing is actually not there anymore. So I was like, that's really interesting. And now's the first time that I've actually tried to stream it. It came up with an error message, and then when I pressed OK, it opened up a new window and everything. So I'm like, is it actually working? I don't know. I've jumped on TikTok on my phone, but I don't know if there's a way for me to tell. No, I don't think I am. That's a bit of a shame. Oh well, I guess I'll do it through my phone again. That's so lame. Sort your stuff out, TikTok, honestly. Pop you there. Oh yes, so find a well-lit area. Oh, I should probably flip the camera. Just be looking into my music stand. Go live. Oh, no, it is going. To go live on this device, you need to end live on the other device. Cancel, cancel, cancel. That's interesting. So it is actually working. And by now I've normally got like trolls commenting, but it doesn't look like there's any that have come through yet, unless I haven't got it set up properly. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look at this Alora trombone. Oh, Reddit. Here we go. There's a good one. Is Alora a good brand? Let's see. Oh, classic. People are always saying, oh yeah, but the same price, you could always find something secondhand, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I actually don't know these instruments, so I can't really pass judgment, unfortunately. Looks like there's a whole bunch though. Which one in particular did you say? Oh, this is the student trombone. Okay, let's have another look. Student series trombone. Here it is. It's $800. I'm assuming that's in Australian rather than American. Yeah, cool. I mean, look, it's. I suppose it depends on what you're using it for. If it's just a muck around on, then, you know, anything you buy will be fine. There are obviously some that are better than others, but like in terms of budget, like that's probably not a bad option, hey? Donut says, hello, how's your day going? Day's going well, Donut, thanks for asking. Yeah, it's good. Like I had my drumline at school do a performance today, and I started that this term, and in Australia we don't normally have, drumline isn't normally a thing, so it was cool to be able to give the kids that opportunity, and I think people enjoyed it. Hard to say. Oh, Devstar, hello. I have a pink clarinet on my Christmas list. I'm sure you do. What are you going to do with it? You're just going to like throw it over a balcony or something? I wonder what it would actually be like, if it would actually be any good. I'd actually be interested to know. So if you do end up getting it, let us know if it's any good. I had a student turn up with a pink flute once. That was interesting. And I saw this thing and I'm like, wow, that's bright. But it's like, look, if it gets people on instruments and they're having a good time, who am I to get into the way? You know, like, just let them have a bit of fun. If they want a pink instrument, let them have a pink instrument. They're kids. Okay, where's multi-chat? Here it is. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Oh, okay. So it doesn't show TikTok comments in the multi-chat section of Streamlabs. Oh, there you go. What if there's a... Mind you, I did have a window open before. Where'd it go? Here it is. Looks very blank though. Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that separately, I suppose. Okay. Oh no, I want to be a band director. Clarinet is the last major group I have on my own. Cool. Awesome that you want to play. So you want to be a band director. That's awesome. Yeah, it's good to learn everything and try and like find time to practice them as well so you can more effectively do your job and provide students with better feedback. And it also helps in terms of choosing repertoire, knowing the strengths of your students, what's hard for them on their particular instruments, like what. And if you haven't been able to play them, you don't know, then you can't necessarily do the best, if that makes sense. So I can pretty much do everything. Strings is like, I've started learning strings. I'm not amazing at it. Like I'm pretty beginner. But I haven't done any double reeds. I don't have an oboe, I don't have a bassoon, I don't have access to either of those either, so I can't just, grab them from school and try and learn them. Untitled says, yeah, hoping it'll get through my first phases of trombone, potentially save for a better one, or even a bass trombone. Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good way of doing it. It's good to start with something where you're going to be able to just not worry too much about it, and you just have a bit of fun, see if it's for you, and if it's not, it's got pretty good resale value as well. Whereas trying to like sell on a higher level instrument is so much harder. Donut says, that's cool. My wish list is a copy of Sleigh Ride, trombone 2 or 3. I don't really mind. Oh, cool. Yeah, Sleigh Ride's great fun. What you can do, if you jump onto somewhere like JW Pepper, which, if you're not familiar, is a music store online for sheet music. If you go to Sleigh Ride, depending on which version you want, and then scroll to where it says extra parts, if you click on that, you can actually order just the part you want. And it's actually not as expensive as people think. So that could totally be doable. So whoever is buying things on your wish list, maybe get them to have a look on that website. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll go one step further for you. I will grab a link for you to check out. And I'll post it in the chat. Sleigh Ride search. I don't know what sort of version you want, whether it's like the original or like a jazz one or a concert band one or orchestra, I don't really know. So I might go, where's the original? Oh my God, there are so many versions of Sleigh Ride. Oh my God, there's so many. Wow. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's full orchestra. Sleigh Ride Anderson, nope, not that one. So this one? Is that grade 4? Yes, it is. It is that one. Yay. All right. Order extra part. And you can get e-print as well, so you can get it instantly. All right. So I'll copy that. Paste. Send. So if you go to that if you go to that link, that'll take you to the store page. And then you want to click on over to the right-hand side, order extra part. And then from there, you just type a number 1 next to whatever part it is that you want. Add to cart, away you go. And if you go through ePrint, you can download it and print it straight away, which is super cool. Raging Feinberg asks, have you played contrabass trombone? I have, and they are so fun. I've played 2 different ones. 3. I've technically played 3. There was one that belongs to the West Australian Symphony Orchestra, which is a Tyne contrabass trombone. My teacher at the time had it when we were doing lessons together, and he let me play it for a little bit, which was super cool. That was my first ever experience. No, it wasn't a Tyne, sorry, that was the Chromat. That was the Chromat, because Wazzo purchased a whole suite of Chromat instruments for their orchestra. And then I played, when I was at uni over in Queensland, they had, I think it's Glassel, the brand. It's an older one. That one, it's not that nice. I didn't really like it that much. And then Queensland Symphony Orchestras is the Tyne. And a friend of mine was using it, he was borrowing it for something, and let me have a quick go of it. And yeah, it was super cool. It was my dream to own one day. That would be super, super cool. Debster says, after the clarinet, it's flutes and double reeds. I'm not doing double reeds for a really long time. Yeah, that makes sense. Double reeds, I reckon, is probably pretty hard. Donut's going to go check the link. Cool. The title, would you recommend any books best for starting trombone? I was just going to get the essential elements for band 1, but I just want to know what you'd say. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So any of those method books will be great. Like for low brass, they're all about the same. My schools tend to use Tradition of Excellence, and then I just started another school this year. They use Essential Elements. I've used both previously. I've used Standard of Excellence, Tradition of Excellence, Essential Elements, Sound Innovations, Accents on Achievement. I've tried those as well. I mean, I sort of stick with Tradition of Excellence because that's what I've used the most, and I've got a good chunk of it memorized now. So that's helpful for when I'm teaching. And because it's already established in the school, it's hard to introduce a new book because then you don't have spares, everyone's going to go buy new books. It's a whole thing. But any of those are good. And like Essential Elements, I know has you can download all the backing tracks, which is super cool. So you can play with along with the backing track. Tradition of Excellence is the same. It's got an actual app where you load the book onto the app and you've got backing tracks, you can record it, you can change the speed. Yeah, so any of those would be good, I reckon. It all covers the same material anyway. What if I post 37 next to every item I want? If you're talking about buying sleigh ride, all the sleigh ride parts and buying 37 of each part, that's going to be an insane amount of money. Apologise in advance if I start getting mad in chat. I'm playing a rage game. What's a rage game? Oh, you're playing a game and it's making you rage. Right, I got it. That makes sense. Anyway, I might keep playing. I've only played 2 studies so far and I've been on for about half an hour. Gotta stop talking. Right, is anything happening over? No. Yeah, I don't know if anyone that's watching at the moment has a TikTok account. Can you just let me know if I am actually streaming on TikTok? I'd be really interested to know. And maybe do me a favor and just drop a comment and just say, yes, it's working or something, or maybe a favorite note. Because I'm looking at this thing that popped up and it's got the stats there. It says I'm live. But there's the metrics are just all dashes. There's absolutely nothing. And I'm like, I feel like that's kind of weird and not right. Yeah. So if someone does have a TikTok account, if you could jump over and let me know, that'd be great. Oh, Untitled says I got you. Awesome. Thanks. Report back. Let me know. Thank you so much. Okay, well, let's go on to number 3. Back to Moderato. Some more playing. Barely played anything yet. I couldn't see. Couldn't see. Yeah. Alright, how'd we go? Doesn't say you're live. Ah, so it didn't work after all. That's annoying. Thank you so much for checking for me. Guess I'm gonna have to redo that. So disappointing. Alright, well I can't turn it off there. It's funny there must have been something that happened between the thingies and it didn't like it. That's disappointing. We'll have to investigate further. But yeah, to get to the point where I could actually stream, and talk to somebody, like an actual person, to work out this issue, I had to go around through AI so many times. I felt like I was stuck in a loop. It was just going and going and going, and then eventually they let me talk escalated me to an actual person. So yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to do that again. Grr. All right, let's pop that there. Go live. Yes, and now on the other device. Nothing's changed over there. Go live. Cool. All right, we're on. Okay. Put it on the screen that I actually want. Cool. Thanks for checking. I really appreciate that. While you're doing that, I'm going to play number 4. No, yep, I've just seen you jump on. Thanks for that. Really appreciate it. But yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near as good on my phone, hey, because it's like just using the phone microphone. Now you're live. It's untitled. Oh, sorry. It's untitled. Oh, as in your name is untitled. All right, I'm with you now. I thought you were saying the stream was untitled. My bad. All right, you're saying the stream's untitled. I'm confused now. Let me check. Is there a way for me to check? Let's see. There's so many buttons on this thing. Settings. Here we go. Nope, nothing interesting over there. Oh, look, who cares? It's only TikTok. That was you. Yeah, I thought it was you. All right. Oh, apparently I need to set a live goal. So needy, TikTok. Oh my God. Heart me. Yeah, okay, whatever. Go for it. Done. All right. 4 now? Did I play 3? I did. Number 4. Let's do it. Hello, I'm a local all-state trombone player for Louisiana. Cool. Welcome to the stream. That's really cool. So all this all-state things I'm not very familiar with. So I don't know exactly what it means that you're doing. I'm assuming that's like a high-level group that you have to audition for and everyone has to audition for and do really well, I guess. I don't know. But yes, hello, welcome. That one was pretty cool. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I like this one. It's cool. It's got like a real dark sort of minory kind of feel to it, which I think is really cool. All right, number 5. What do we got? Andante cantabile in 3/2. Cool. Let's do it. Oh, here we go. Wait. There's basically a band consisting of the top players from an entire state here in the US. Oh, that is cool. Means he's in the group of the best players in his state. Oh, man, that's cool. That's very cool. Almost feel like I should be like, I don't know, bowing or something. No, congratulations. That's really cool. What's going on here? Emily liked the live. Thank you, Emily. That's a lot of likes. Really appreciate it. It's like flooding my thing. That's awesome. Thanks so much. All right, let's keep going, hey? Awesome. I like that one. That's a really cool one. Ah, interesting. So Ed Netty said the start of that sounded like Popular in Wicked. Really? How does that go again? Can't even remember. It's been a while since I played it. I know the melody, like the main melody goes like ba ba dum ba ba da ba dum ba dum bum ba-dum, 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 bum, ba-dum. I remember that. Yeah, that's interesting. Thanks for the applause, Emily. Appreciate that. Watched it yesterday. It must be on my mind. Yeah, yeah, maybe. What's YouTube saying? Might just be me, but I feel I can hear the buzzing that escapes. Yes, I can as well. I can as well. It's really annoying. Yeah. Still a relatively new discovery, hey. So I keep forgetting to deal with that, or like practice that. Thanks for the reminder, Untitled. I appreciate it. Sounds like A minor. Yeah, it definitely is A minor. Minor pieces are really cool. Like, I'm really into it. So everyone's like, major, happy, be happy. No, be sad. All right, let's keep moving. Yeah, so like the yeah, that weird buzzing from the side of my mouth, like it's yeah, I have to keep working on that. Oh, I forgot to tell you about my solo I did yesterday. So it was really good. It was really good. Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago, Saturday night. Yeah, no, it was amazing. Like the band was already sounding really good when we were doing it, and they just really stepped up an extra level, and they sounded incredible. And just being able to play in front of a group of 30, 40 players, playing the solo for 15 minutes was like, that was awesome. I had so much fun, and it was lots of really good comments, and I had a couple of students come as well to watch the performance, and they loved it. So it was it was really really cool, really cool. But interestingly, I had a severe case of dry mouth. Like I've heard people talk about when they get really nervous that some people get dry mouth, and I'm like, what's that? That must be really weird. They talk about it like you're eating sandpaper or eating sand or something. I'm like, yeah, I've never experienced that. But literally on Saturday night, I experienced that. I had dry mouth, and I'm like, this is the worst. And I didn't have my water bottle with me. I left it over back at my chair. So when I came over to the front of the stage, it was too late. Couldn't go back and get it. And so I'm sitting there just like, trying to get some sort of like saliva happening so it's not so dry. It was that wasn't fun, but everything else was. It was amazing. So yeah, when the group puts it up on YouTube, I'll make sure I share it with you guys so you can watch it as well. I'm really keen to hear it, to see what it sounds like. And surprisingly, my old bass trombone teacher from university was there as well. I didn't even know. Apparently he was almost sitting directly in front of me as well, like towards the front. And so I had no idea. So he called me yesterday morning to congratulate me on the solo and how he thought it was absolutely wonderful. We played really, really well. And I was like really surprised. I'm kind of glad he didn't tell me he was coming though, because I might have freaked out a little bit. Oh, Aircon liked the live several times. Thank you, Aircon. I think that's... Oh, I know who you are. Welcome. Hope you enjoy listening to trombone. You should have kept doing trombone, but hey, you never know. It's not too late. You can always start again. Don't worry. I actually didn't start trombone until I was in year 8. So there you go. I didn't do it in primary school. It wasn't available when I was at primary school. The only choice we had was recorder. So I did a lot of recorder when I was in primary school. Yeah, year 8 was when I started. Never too late. Oh, thanks, Untitled. Thanks for the donation. Appreciate that. No clanker will be ahead of us humans. You must like Star Wars then if you're talking about clankers, specifically Clone Wars. That's awesome. Thanks for that. Really appreciate it. So for the TikTok people who aren't seeing all of that, I do all of my streaming through Streamlabs, and that goes to several platforms. But TikTok is being really annoying, so that's not really working at the moment. What I've got is I've got Streamlabs. There's like automated messaging, and there's a top fans leaderboard, and you gain experience points for any comments that you make. So there's like a little leaderboard, and these guys, like the bot must have taken over the leaderboard. So they're like, no. Oh, okay. Clanker is just a general word for AI now. I suppose that makes sense. That does make sense. Anyway, I'm gonna keep playing. Let's go to number 6. This one looks like a longer one. Also Andante, 5/4. Ooh, it's got a pedal F. Nice. All right, let's go. bad. Yeah, it's interesting playing stuff for tuba on this instrument because you're staying in that range. Trying to make sure that all of my technique is good and accurate is really important to me, and it's proven to be challenging on the low notes. I guess I've still got to work it out, and I've still got to get better at it. But I mean, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Oh, lots of likes from Aircon. Thank you. And Ed Nettie liked the live again. Thanks again. Appreciate that. I keep going to move forward to change the page on my iPad, and I keep forgetting I've got my Bluetooth pedals here. Not everyone might be aware of this, but you can actually get pedals like this, which you can Bluetooth to your iPad and get it to do all sorts of different things. I haven't experimented with the other settings and like the other things you can do, because like, as you can see, there's like a whole bunch of buttons here. And it says you can do PC, Mac, Pro Tools, iOS, Android, transcription, multimedia, assisted technology. I've never used it for any of that. I've just done it with my iPad, turning pages, since 2016. And it's definitely worth the investment. If you use an iPad for music and you use the turn pages, foot pedals are the way to go. Untitled says, is this D minor? I'll try to guess them now because it'll, in some ways, what's the rest of the message? In some ways help you, I guess, is probably what you're going to say, or like practice recognizing it. Yeah, it's interesting, this one. I'd say this one was probably more an F major generally. It'll help, yeah. Because it'll I see what you mean. It'll help in some ways. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think it was mostly F major. Like, I don't think it was very minor-y. Maybe when we went to 12/8. No, it would have stayed in that key. There was a little bit of a modulation, a bit of a chromaticism happening halfway through, but I think for the most part, it probably stayed in the major. Oh, lots of semiquaves in this one. Veloce into 8. Well, I'm going to have to actually kind of do this one fast. Probably go a bit faster. Yeah, why not? Let's give it a crack. I should probably actually try and work on these instead of just sight reading them every so often. Guess I've still got some warming up to do. It's funny actually, partway through that I recognised it. It was in the other Blazevich book that I've got, the Low Range Studies or whatever it's called, that Charlie Vernon annotated. Yeah, this one's in there. That's why I recognised it. Let's see. For anyone in the chat, did your school ever teach you minor scales? My band director gets mad at me when I do one. Really? Or even other exotic scales. One of the exotic. One of the pieces I played last year had a section in D Phrygian. My director was teaching it as B flat. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Well, I can tell you from my experience that no, I don't believe so. Like scales for me, I didn't really learn them until I got to uni. When I did my certificate 4 before I started the degree, the only scale I knew was B flat. So that's a bit embarrassing. So that was a real wake up call, because at uni they expected me to learn and know basically all of them. So yeah, that was a bit awkward. These days I know all of them, so that's nice. In my teaching, I make sure I teach both majors and minors. So B flat major is the band scale, so obviously I teach that. But I also do the relative natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minors as well. And what I do in band is that we always warm up on a scale. That's the very first thing that we do. And most of the time we play B flat. But I always like to change it up and do something else. And I'll say, okay, let's do A natural minor. Not A natural minor, sorry, G natural minor. I know my scales. So then they'll do it. And then at a different week we'll do, okay, we're doing the harmonic minor this week. And every now and then I'll throw just a completely random one in there that we haven't done before and watch them struggle. But yeah, I value learning scales, and I value the importance of them and how good they are for your playing. So that's why I teach them. And I also know that when these kids eventually go off to high school or university, I don't want them to feel stupid. I don't want them to feel like they're not good enough, or that, I didn't get taught properly, or embarrassed because they don't know them. I don't want that for them. So I want to make sure that, they know this stuff. So I usually do like tests most terms. The second one, which is the end of the first semester, I always do a scales test. And I let the kids read them. Because I could get them to memorize it, but the problem with that is that not everyone's got a great memory. And I was one of those people. Reading it, absolutely fine, no problems at all. And when I was like, oh, you have to do it from memory. I'm like, oh, I can't do it from memory. You put it in front of me, no problem. I couldn't do it from memory. And knowing what I know now about developmental research, not everybody has the capacity to memorize stuff. Sometimes a child's cognitive development is below where it needs to be. But perhaps their motor skills are okay. Perhaps their literacy is not too bad. So it's like you're almost punishing kids for having a bad memory. And it's not even their fault. So yeah, I get a bit annoyed when they're always oh, you gotta memorize it. Look, I know memorizing it is really good for you. I've memorized all mine now, and yeah, it's fantastic. Like, it's really helps me, and I know it helps me, and I know it would help everybody. But when we're talking about kids who may have some issues going on with their development, you just can't. I mean, sure, you can encourage it. You can say, hey, I would encourage you to memorize this. Maybe you can get like a bonus point or a treat or something if you've memorized it. So give like some of it like a reward incentive for memorizing it, but don't punish people for not memorizing stuff. Like, I think that's awful. Especially, if we're trying to encourage people to pick up and continue instruments, why are we going to be like, rah? That's not going to make people want to continue, is it? They're going to have a terrible time. But yeah, so anyway, that's my approach. There's always going to be people that agree and disagree, but in my experience, it helps. And I supplement it by giving them other exercises to do on top of the scales. So they read the scales, but then they also do the arpeggios, they do intervals as well. So as an example of that, so it'll be quicker just to show you rather than tell you. So like that, for example, that's an example of intervals that I would give the students to do in their test. Because again, there's lots of value there in technique. And I think it's really important. And for anyone wondering, the reason why I approach it from both angles is because sometimes you set up differently depending on the octave that you're in. Particularly with kids when they're trying to work it all out, they'll do some weird stuff. And even adults as well, if they've never been corrected or anything like that, they just do what they do. And even in my own playing, I notice it. I try to keep everything as normal and the same as much as I can, but sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. Anyway, enough chat. Let's continue. Oh, I just got an email from a parent. I called a bunch of parents today because we've got these parent slips things that go home to families, and I sent them all out to everybody to be like, yeah, come join the music program. And I forgot to mention to people that if they're already doing one, they just write continuing. So I was just chasing up those loose ends. And then as I was talking to one parent, I thought, I'll have a look and see, because they were like, I'm pretty sure I did it. I'm like, why would you be on my list if I didn't think you were. So anyway, I was confused. And then I went into the slips, and yeah, they'd actually done it. And then I noticed there were a few other names that I'd spoken to today who also had already done it. And I'm like, oh no. Fortunately, there were a few that also hadn't done it still, and who I talked to. So I don't feel completely terrible about that. But yeah, one's just sent me an email, and I'm assuming it's to say, yeah, so I went in and I actually can't write anything because I already submitted it. And now I've got to email back and say, yeah, so about that, I actually worked out that I just missed it somehow. But look, it's all right. I mean, I got to talk to some families, which is nice. It's always nice to talk to people. You know, you see their names on the page, you know, you see the students, or you don't see the students, you might just hear about the students. So yeah, it's always nice to have a chat. But yeah, that's like something I didn't actually have to do. All right, let's keep going. Let's go to number 9. All right, we're back to being slow again. Hopefully I can make this sound nice. Oh wait, hang on. Missed all of this. Not for me either, but I don't play minor scales often, so I don't know if he'll get mad or not. Maybe I'll experiment with that tomorrow in band. Do it, why not? Have a bit of a laugh, have a bit of experimenting. See if your conductor will notice. Instead of playing B flat major, play B flat minor. I mean, there'll be a couple of semitone clashes in there, but see if they notice. Guess Untitled says, guess I'm lucky to know all my scales pretty young. Yeah, I'd say you are pretty lucky. Yeah, because there's just not a huge emphasis on it, I don't think. But yeah, look, can only do what we can do. Hopefully, you'll get an inquisitive student that goes, oh, you know how we do that same B flat major scale all the time? Are there other scales? Can you teach me the other scales? That would be like a band director's dream, hands down. Yes, my nerdy student, I will teach you all the scales. Devster says, yeah, my director wants us to memorize it, but she doesn't require us to, and I'm sure my high school director will, but I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to know. It's hard to know. For some reason, YouTube has decided to put ads on the side of live streams now, and it mutes the stream. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, if you're really desperate to know what I said, I suppose you can always go and watch it later. But, yeah, that's all right. Well, it is what it is, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Lots of likes coming through on TikTok. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. There's another person who's joined. They said, hi, I love your vids. Can you say hi to my friend, Vlotina? Hi, Vlotina. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Vlotina? It's either Vlotina or Vlotina or Vlotina. Vlotina, perhaps. I don't know. It'd be one of those, but I'm saying hi for one of those variants of Vlotina. I'm going to go with Vlotina. because that's the closest to like how I would say it in Australia. Oh, and thank you for sending the rose. Appreciate that. All right, let's keep moving. I'm going to play number 9 now. I will answer that last question though. Classical or jazz? Classical. So I'm classically trained. I've played jazz pretty much all the way through my playing. Like I've been playing for like 20, 21 years now, which is a scary thought. And I've always played jazz, still play jazz, and I still play a lot of classical. So I'm a bit of an all-rounder, I guess you could say. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, I'm playing lots of tutor stuff, by the way, for anyone who's only just jumped up. That's cool. I like it. That was an interesting one. I like it. Not really liking my sound though. That's really bothering me. But you know what, folks? If something's bothering you about your playing, doesn't mean you stop doing it. You gotta keep doing it, so that way you can fix it and get better. And that's what I'm gonna go with. Because I need to get better at this range. Simple as that. Devster said, you should play Red Tiger. It is a euphonium solo, but it should be playable on trombone, especially bass trombone. Oh, totally. I'll play anything. Unless it's like one of those euphonium solos that goes like... No thanks. Not going to touch that. No interest in doing that whatsoever. Larissa on TikTok says, it's pretty hard to play trombone and not get put in a big band. Yeah, so true. So true. Yes, I remember I started in the junior concert band when I started way back when, and it was probably, wouldn't have been long, maybe a year before I ended up in the jazz band. And then partway through that year, I ended up in the senior jazz band as well. And the senior concert band? Was that the year after? I can't remember. It's too long ago now. Okay, well, let's go to the next one. Oh, it's another allegro, it's faster, a bit more bouncy. Something like that. Kind of makes me feel like, reminds me of horse riding. Something like that. Oh, Devstar, the Rage game made me rage. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Tell me about the Rage game. What's it about? What do you do? In the meantime, I'm going to have a go at this. And hopefully not be terrible. That's an interesting one. Oh man. Yeah. I don't think I've ever played that before. It's only number 10. I don't remember it. I don't remember it all. I wonder if I got to this point. Because I think what was number 9? Yeah, I remember number 9. So I wonder if I'd gotten through to number 9, I started playing number 10, and then I've gone, this sounds terrible, I'm not going to do this, and then just put it away. And I've never actually gotten past it. I wonder if that's what's going on. What's number 11 look like? Okay, so to be fair, I haven't seen it in this context. However, this particular one is in a different book that I've played before. It's not exactly the same. The range and the key is a bit different. Oh, someone named Steve joined. I'm a Steve too. Hello, fellow Steve. Would that be hilarious just to have like a lobby full of Steves? That'd be so good. All right, let's see what Devster had to say about this game. I was at the very end of the game and there was a block that said, do not touch. So of course I touched it and it killed me. Oh, that's actually really funny. It's a game where there are a bunch of different towers where the goal, most of the time, is to get to the top. What I was trying to do during the stream was complete all of the towers with the easy difficulty, and the tower where I touched the block was the second to last one. So I just quit. Ah, that sucks. That could be a lesson in perseverance though. Give it another try. You might actually get it this time. Just don't touch the block. That says don't touch. So fellow Steve says, hey mate, ex-tuba player here. Cool, well you might actually like this stuff. I'm playing tuba music at the moment. It's the Blazevich 40 Etudes book or series 1, I think it's called. But yeah, so I'm playing in the tuba range at the moment. It's going mostly okay. Okay, let's do this. No! Let's try that again. It's very jumpy. Oh my god. That was really hard. I think it's because there's not a clear melody. It's very, very jumpy. With some of the pedals in there, I'm just like, I don't think my brain can work that out that fast. Oh, Steve says, see you mate, gotta go, you're doing well. Thanks so much, and thanks for joining. Yeah, but this is like weird thing under the music. It's got a number 1 and a number 2. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, it's different ways of doing it. So it's suggesting, so that was all staccato, and then it's suggesting slurring every 2, and then the other one, bom, ba-bom, ba-ba, ba-ba. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, what's happening over here? Where they all got together and fought, and the winner would keep the name, and the rest would change it. Oh, okay. A 4-year-old won the Josh guys. The message where I said that didn't go through. Should at least take a look at Red Tiger. I have to go soon. There's a YouTube video that can read off of. I should have some water, actually. Gotta stay hydrated, folks. Yeah, so I'm probably... I might have a quick look at the melody, but I won't play the vid. I don't think you were here when I was talking about it before. There's a lot of like copyright issues going on at the moment throughout YouTube, and there's a few creators dealing with this as well, where what happens is that if you have like even a little bit of copyrighted material playing in your video, the claim goes to somebody else for the revenue, and it doesn't just claim that little portion of time where whatever it is being played, it claims the entire video. So considering like by the time I'm done here, it'll probably be like 1.5 to 2 hours, and if I play like one video that's maybe like 3 minutes long, that goes and gets claimed by somebody, and then I lose any revenue that I get out of doing like that stream, which is really, really frustrating. And you're right, Devster, it is weird. Copyright is weird. I understand when it comes to people's recordings, and if you're just like copying and pasting, then yeah, obviously that's a big red flag, no good. But for somebody who's like me, who is like providing commentary on videos occasionally, or showing it on my instruments, or even like playing a different part on my trombone for these pieces, I don't believe there should be any copyright there. Or at the very least, there should be like an agreed shared amount or something, because I'm using their recording. So yeah, it's a whole thing. And when you dispute someone's claim, they've got 30 days to respond to that claim. So that's 30 days where you don't get revenue. And I'm like, that's really frustrating. So then they've got right up until like the 30th day to say, actually, no, we're going to hang on to this claim. And even if they're completely wrong and it's not even theirs, they can still do that. And then you can appeal that. You can take it to stage 2. And then once you're on stage 2, you've got to go into a lot more depth as to, you know, why is this, you know, copyright exception or whatever. There's like 5 quite big questions you've got to answer. And then the claimant has got, I think from memory, it was 7 days. 7 days to dispute that. And if they were, I haven't had this happen to me, but if they were to reinstate the claim again, if they say, no, you're wrong, I'm keeping this claim, it then goes to YouTube to decide. And then they can be like, well, nah. And then you get a copyright strike. And once you have 3 copyright strikes, they delete your account. It's gone. All of the hours, the work, building the community. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to do the Discord community. I completely forgot. But yeah, it's just such a terrible system. And every single, well, I won't say every single because that's not true. 90% is probably pretty close of the videos I do on my channel. All of them are copyright strike. Not strike, sorry. They all have copyright claims attached to them. Meaning I don't get anything out of it. And I've had to spend every single time I've got to dispute the claim and say, well, actually, this falls under fair use because it's educational. So please remove the claim. And it's me playing the thing, which is like on top of the rest of the accompaniment, doesn't substitute for any commercial use of the recording, blah, 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 blah. Most of the time, people, it just runs out. Like the 30 days comes and they haven't done anything with it, and then the claim gets released to me, which is nice. And then I can start making money on it, like 30 days after I've actually done the thing. But then, of course, I get these people who, like I was mentioning before, who like reaffirm their claim and say, no, we disagree. And the most annoying part is that all of these claims, it happens automatically. Like there's some sort of algorithm or AI or something that detects the melody and then says, oh, this is theirs. Same as what you would use for like Shazam, for example, for those that know what Shazam is. Like it detects that there's content in it or something and then just gives it to somebody. And that could be someone, a completely random group that didn't even do the recording. Like the amount of times I've had that happen where I've done one of my videos with the backing track and me over the top and all of that. And then the claim has gone to some random group in like Spain that's not the group that recorded the one I'm using. So I've had to go all my new normal disputing, blah, 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 blah. And then like, by the way, this isn't even your recording. So that's quite infuriating. And like for some videos, like there's a couple of really popular ones, like one of my Stars and Stripes videos, the bass trombone one, I think it is actually, and the first trombone for Sleigh Ride. So both of those have got, I think, nearly around like 20,000 views or something now. And that would turn into a decent amount of revenue for a video for me. I don't get any of that. I didn't get a single cent because I disputed it and they've gone, you know what? No, we think this is ours. Or like, I'm going to abuse the system and I'm going to, because we don't get any feedback at all. We just get told that, no, they've reaffirmed their claim to the video. So once they've done that, I'm always scared about going the next step because I'm like, well, what if I do the appeal and they reject it at stage 2, at which point it then goes to YouTube? And then what if, like, they might not be music people, they might not be able to tell the difference. And what if they're like, yeah, no, sorry, you lose this claim, I get copy striked, and then I have to remove the video. So not only am I risking, you know, my channel being deleted, yeah, like it's just, yeah, it's really crappy. It's really crappy. I've been thinking about fighting it all, because there's a whole bunch of videos in there that are sitting on, I'm not getting any revenue for. Just because someone's gone, click, we don't want this person to have this. And whether that's true or not. And I've heard of groups just whenever it pops up or whatever, whenever somebody disputes, they don't even read the dispute, they just click declined. They just do it straight away. Because I mean, what's their incentive, right? Like, they're getting money out of it. So, yeah. Anyway, enough of that depressing rubbish. What have you guys been saying? Did that happen to your golden video? Yes, it did. Yep, so my golden video is currently listed as not monetized because, because it uses the backing music for the actual song. Yeah, unfortunately, it just is the way it is. Delayed gratification. Yeah, so true. But like, it's not only just delayed gratification in terms of getting some revenue out of, you know, the work I'm putting in, but it's also, I don't get an accurate representation of A, what I'm earning, or B, what's actually popular and earning me more. So that's not really helpful either. Kind of sucks. Yeah, so it does happen a lot. I mean, I watched a video yesterday, Two Set Violin. If you haven't heard of Two Set Violin, go check them out. They're quite funny. Because this actually happened to me, actually. Yeah, because they talked about how some of their old videos are now randomly just appearing with claims out of nowhere. So not when they've submitted it, like later, like from years ago. They're just randomly, there's a copyright claim on it, and they didn't even know. And that actually happened to me, I noticed. I got a notification though, because I've got the notifications turned on. But those guys, because they got like millions of viewers, they must get a ridiculous amount of notifications. It's hard to keep track. But for me, one of my old videos, suddenly there was a claim there. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, why is there a claim here now? So I've gone and had to do the dispute a second time on this particular video. I had to do it when I first put it up, and now some other group's trying to claim it. I'm like, what? So depressing. Trombone vibes. Do you have any advice for high range on trombone? DevStar does. He says, I do. Use the slides, don't pressure play, and put air behind it. Yeah, that's all good advice. Probably all I would really add to that is think about fast air. Think about your air moving faster, because adding just more air is not going to necessarily get you higher. It's just going to be louder, and you're not really achieving anything. So actively think about trying to move your air faster and let that lead into the note. Don't try and muscle it. Don't try and like tighten your lips and, you know, really force it to happen, because that's not a great way to try and get your high range, because you end up with a pretty bad sound. I think I just need to make a video about this at some point, because like don't get me wrong, this is like not a criticism at all. I get a lot of questions about range, about both high and low, and I'm totally okay with that. It would be handy to just have a video that has all the answers, and I could be like, just go and watch that. So yeah, look, I mean, fast air is definitely key, and do not squeeze your lips together too much, because you'll just end up with a terrible sound. I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about, just so you can, I don't know, what's high range for you? Like, what do you consider to be high? Thanks, I'd love a video on that. Yeah, I'll make that one of my holiday projects. I'm on my last week of school this week before I go on holiday, so I'll be able to spend some time getting some videos out. I'm so far behind. I think it's been about a month since I put out one of my demonstration videos, which is a bit lame. A C5. Maybe I'm getting my octave numbers wrong, but that seems pretty high already, right? Hang on. Let me pull up my little soundboard thing here. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty high already, which is good. But yeah, that's still, that advice still applies. Like, you still think fast air, relaxed. The more you tense, like, the harder it's going to be. So I'll just give you an example of a B flat 4 with like a super tight embouchure, like tightening my lips, trying to play high, just so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. So this is the bad version. Okay. So yeah, that's the bad version, yeah? So that's like tight lips, shoving the mouthpiece onto my face. Yeah, the note was there, but it wasn't very good. So what I could do, what I am going to do is show you an example of the note with relaxed in the center, fast moving air, engaged core as well is particularly good for the really high notes, and strong corners as well. Absolutely, absolutely. The humble elephant, yeah. There you go. So there's a few versions of that note. Like strong corners, engaged core, fast moving air, and relaxed in the center. Because at the end of the day, the thing we have to remember is that our lips vibrate to create the sound. And if we tighten our lips, it makes it hard for them to vibrate. And if they don't vibrate, bad sound. Or no sound. Sounds like Bolero. Yeah, for real. Like it actually, I'm pretty sure it starts on that, doesn't it? I don't actually really know Bolero because, bass trombonists, we never have to play it. I think I know the first few notes. Something like that. I can't remember. It'd be easy enough for me to pull it up though. I'm kind of curious now. See what you've done to me. I'm trying to work on my low range here, and you've got me playing Bolero. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up the excerpt on my iPad. Oh yeah, really cool resource if you guys don't already know it. tromboneexcerpts.org by Seth Vatt, I think his name is. It is it's like the holy grail for trombone orchestral excerpts. There are so many on here, which is just absolutely awesome. Who was it? It was Ravel, wasn't it? Ravel? Okay, Bolero. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's in tenor clef too. Oh man, I haven't played in tenor in ages. Oh, TikTok wants me to do the puzzle. Let me do the puzzle piece. Ooh. There we go. Big tick. Thanks, TikTok. All right, here we go. See how badly I stuff this up. Oh. No, I shouldn't get copyrighted for this because it's, it's out of copyright for starters, and I'm not using your recording, so it should be sweet. All right, here we go. Oh my god, so many ledger lines even in tenor clef. Not a good start. There you go. There was a slightly dodgy version of Bolero. You said that's so good. Thank you so much. It went better than I thought it would go actually. So there you go. That's nice. I miss playing in orchestra. Orchestra's so fun. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Play the Gliss from Firebird. What is the Gliss from Firebird? It's like bum. What's the top note? I'll switch mics before I do that so I don't deafen you. C5. Like that? Yeah, that sounds right, yeah. Yeah, I was all over the place with trying to work out what the note was. There you go. What time is it? Oh my god, really? Jeez, it's nearly 2 o'clock. I haven't even had lunch yet, guys. Oh, well, maybe I should wrap it up then. Let's see. It's 10 to 2? Yeah. How long have we been going for? An hour 42. All right, I'll tell you what, we'll go for a few more minutes. I'll play something else and then I'll go. Any other excerpt requests for orchestral excerpts? Well, I've got it open, I guess. It's me that I want to do. So like I say, it's been a while since I've done any excerpts, really. Mahler, Kodai. Rossini's cool. Saint-Saëns, Shostakovich 5. Tchaik 5. Bit of Wagner in there as well. No, nothing? Okay. Alright, well, why don't we finish? I'll choose. We'll finish on something fun. And we'll be an orchestral excerpt. Let's do Ride of the Valkyries. Because everyone loves Ride of the Valkyries. There it is. Hopefully I don't get copy written for this. It's such an annoying thing. Alright, we'll make this the last thing I do, okay? So I'll play Ride of the Valkyries and then I'm going to go... Oh, Devster's off. He wants to beat me. He wants to leave before I do. Alright, well thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you at the next one, hopefully. Bye. Alright, well let's play some Ride of the Valkyries and then we're done. I'll respond to this quickly. That would actually be lovely, Untitled. Thank you so much. Clip FAQ, send them to you. Yeah, that'd be sweet. I don't know how clipping and stuff works. I mean, I can obviously edit videos and find bits, but that would be cool. It'd be a good way of doing like a short little thing, I guess, instead of like a full video. I'll probably still do a full video at some point, but I would, in a proper video, plan it out with like specific examples and do it that way. But the clipping would be really handy. So yeah, like that would be sweet. And thanks so much for offering. I really appreciate that. I'll have to give you something special. So. Oh yeah, so I remember when you hit 6 months as a member, I asked about a piece. Yeah, I'm still waiting on the music for that one, so that's why you haven't seen it yet. That, and obviously I haven't done any videos lately, But like I say, like I'm just waiting for the music. We'll get there eventually. All right, let's do some Valkyries and then I'm out of here. Oh no! Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, look, it was okay. Wasn't the best. That was still fun though. Clearly, I need to practice that again. Just things weren't happening the way I wanted them to. But there you go. There's a bit of Ride of the Valkyries, and that is where I'm going to leave it today. I am really hungry now, and it's a lot later than I thought. Yeah. But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. Untitled says I could work on the clipping tomorrow after school. Give me something to do. Only if you want to, buddy. Like, there's no obligation or anything. Look, I would definitely really appreciate it. But only if you've got nothing better to do, okay? All right. Again, thanks again for tuning in, folks. I will see you all at the next one. And hopefully TikTok would have sorted out my issues by then, so I can actually do it properly. We'll see. All right. Bye.